Hello everyone and welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 100% walkthrough video. We're trucking right along here in Chapter 6. We've gotten pretty much everything side activity-wise I want done, even for my 100% checklist and my own personal things to check off is really what I mean. And we're just trucking right along by doing story missions. And the next one I had planned was to do John's up here next. And then I mentioned probably in the last video right before I ended it that I was thinking about changing the order of missions I originally had planned, and I think after looking at it I do, just because I kind of forgot that John was so close to Rains Fall over here. I think we're going to do John's mission and then Rains Fall mission. I feel like we said we would go visit Rains Fall, so I feel like we would do that sooner rather than later. And before we do Sadie's down here, which is the next major story mission, we're going to go back to camp to make a stop, read this letter, and do the missions that involve that, because they lead us down here into the southern area anyway. So we'll probably be in this area, and we'll wrap back around, do the one side mission that's here, and then Sadie's, and then that will lead us back up here, to which, if I'm correct, we had planned to do the remaining side content up here before we would do the next mission that we get chained from Rains Fall. So I just wanted to give a general idea of what our plans are. Probably for the next couple of videos, we're going to be doing missions back to back, so we'll get a couple missions per video. But regardless of that, let's go see how we can help John with this the dynamite we stole with Micah and Bill.
Arthur.
How you doing?
Nervous? But I've been nervous for a while. I had a lot of time to think in that jail, and I feel like I just don't know Dutch no more.
You ain't the only one.
And this plan to get us out, it just feels... I don't know.
Like you're stringing us along, I know.
Killing in cold blood, revenge, we all do bad things, but he seems to enjoy it now. It's like he just wants to create more enemies, more chaos.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I love Dutch. He saved me a long time ago. I feel like in Saint Denis, when I got arrested, maybe he could have done something.
I feel like you should take your woman and child and get lost.
Do you?
You could give something to Jack. It's that or... Well, I don't see no way out of this.
Well, what about loyalty?
Be loyal to what matters.
What are you gonna do?
I'll be okay, but do it for me. It would make me feel good, if that makes any sense.
A little, but...
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
And now?
Now we gotta help Dutch give the army one final tweak on its nose.
Yeah, come on. Help me with the rest of this.
Well, it looks like we finally found our calling in life.
Let's ride this thing out onto the bridge. There's a spot about a third of the way across where we can get down underneath to plant the charges. I've already set up the detonator.
Sure, let's get this over with. You hear about Dutch and Cornwall?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. More enemies, more chaos. I mean, we're about to blow up the bridge, for Christ's sake. All right, stop. Here's good.
We sure got a lot of this stuff.
We'll need it. I'll climb down there, you lower the crates.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Got it?
Ready when you are. I'm at the bottom of the ladder, here to your left. That's the spot, lower it from there. Let's get moving here, Arthur. All right, take it slow. That's not something we want to drop. That's it. Nearly there. Okay, good. Grab the other one. Closer to the railing, Arthur. Left a bit, Arthur. Okay, let's go. Nice and easy.
Got it?
All right, come down here and help me plant this stuff. Okay, grab yourself a bundle from the box. The bridge is wired to the detonator. We need to attach each of those bundles to the fuses. There's one on each of the main support beams.
Okay.
I sure hope this is enough to blow it.
These are mining charges. They ain't easy to come by. If they don't do the job, nothing will.
Okay, I should go get the handcart ready. You okay to finish off down here?
Sure. Go on. I can handle the rest.
I'll see you up there. Better work. Quick as you can, Arthur. Shit! I think I hear something coming, Arthur! Train! Arthur, get up here quick!
Now I'm on my way.
Faster, buddy, come on! Shit. Arthur! A train! Come on, quick! Pump this stupid thing! As hard as you can! Let's go, let's go! Just get to the end of the bridge and jump! Get ready to jump! It's right on us, come on! Thank you.
No problem.
That just ain't how I want to die. Come on. Let's go blow this thing up. I think the line held. You want the honors?
Sure. Well, I guess old Dutch got all the smoke he wants.
Let's hope so.
You really think that that'll draw attention away from us?
I guess we'll see. Tell the truth, I ain't even sure I fully understand Dutch's plan with all this.
Like I said, John, when the time comes, you go.
What about loyalty to everything?
You've been loyal. I've been loyal. Look what that cost. You know, all that ever mattered to me was loyalty. It's all I knew. It's all I ever believed in. Well, not anymore, John. Soon, you gotta go. Go. Don't look back.
I'll think about it.
I've done a lot of thinking. Look at us. Out here risking our necks, and for what exactly? For an idea that don't work no more.
How you mean?
You know just what I mean. You got a family. You need cash. You need to start building a life for yourself. Me? I need a vacation. And Dutch has all the money for safekeeping.
You know something? Abigail thinks she might know where some of that money is.
Well, you tell her she better make sure. And then come talk to me. And we'll find out just who and what we should be loyal to.
I don't know, Arthur.
Nor do I. But I'm seeing things a lot more clearly now. I wish things were different. But it weren't us who changed.
Yeah!
It really makes me sad to hear him coughing like that. Very pivotal mission. Lots of development for a lot of people. I'm going to go ahead and get changed into the outfit I want to wear for Rains Fall missions, but that is the next one we will be doing right after this.
Good morning, sir.
Before we actually go up to see Rains Fall, completing A Bridge to Nowhere actually unlocks the next newspaper for us, so we're going to go ahead and buy that and give that a read. Hold on, wait a minute.
I fought in the war. I fought for you. Hey, brother. Yeah. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Long time no see. You don't look so well, friend. You okay?
No, not really.
Oh, that's too bad, buddy. They told me I was dying, only I never did. You ever die, friend? Well, no. Of course not. Of course you didn't. But, well, we're all gonna die.
I guess so.
I'm sorry I always say dumb things. I'm a dumb fella. You're smart, and you're dying, and I'm dumb, and I ain't died yet, and, well, here's the thing. I never was in the army, friend. I told folk I was, but I lied. And I don't know why I did. And now I feel better. But, well, here's another thing. You, well, you've always been, or you've mostly been nice to me. At least you spoke to me. And now, you're dying. And I'm real sad. Real sad. Sure ain't fair. Ain't fair at all. I'll miss you, friend. You're a good man.
That is the last interaction you can get with Mickey, or the veteran is what he's also called. I was wondering when that was going to pop up for us, and it did. And that is the last like special encounter we can get in the main game. I've gotten the rest of them, which I'm actually impressed that I've actually been able to do that this time around. All right.
Please don't be troubling me now.
All right.
Bye now.
Now let's actually go to a place farther out so we don't bother anybody.
Time to go, boy.
You got some kind of problem?
Don't want anybody accidentally like getting aggro to us and attacking us, you know? All right. Bridge blown, terrific explosion, transport disabled, munitions of war unable to reach fort. A thunderous boom was heard across the valley between New Hanover and Ambarino as the remnants of the Bacchus Bridge fell into the ravine below. The littered wreckage burned white hot and sent smoke billowing skywards. According to local officials, the bridge is thought to have been sabotaged with dynamite, although investigators are now not discounting other possibilities. All military supplies destined for Fort Wallace are now idle, including dragoons, a hospital detachment, and a munitions of war solely needed in the area. The driver of the train that passed through there earlier that day reported seeing 2 men on top of the bridge acting suspiciously, but yet they have not been identified. Law enforcement officers have been combing the surrounding area looking for perpetrators. The government has ordered the assembly of a large team of workers that will be dispatched to start rebuilding the bridge as soon as possible. Dynamite stolen, several dead. Wagon hijacked in Van Horn. A wagon carrying out cartridges of dynamite was stolen in a brazen hijacking. When the perpetrators fled, multiple men lay dead or wounded. Onlookers said there was a sufficient amount of the explosive to blow up the largest building in Saint Denis. The shipment originated from the Ansberg mine, which had surplus dynamite. The dynamite was destined for Saint Denis, where it was to be sold. As the wagon continued its journey, the driver noticed a man lying down in the road appearing to be sick or badly intoxicated. The driver ordered the man to move so that they may continue their journey. At that moment, men hiding behind rocks emerged and shot and killed the driver and guards. They then escaped with the wagon. The gang are assumed to be immigrants or a rogue gang of Indians. Law enforcement has been searching the area, hoping to locate the dynamite before it was used for criminal means, such as blowing up a bank safe or maybe a bridge. Putting those two stories next to each other seems kind of like put 2 and 2 together, you know? Then again, they can't prove that. Cornwall murdered. Dramatic developments in story of the tragedy. Assassins ambush rich man in Ansberg. The gruesome murder of the prominent industrialist Leviticus Cornwall has shocked the country. Members of Congress have called for a special investigation into what is being billed by concerned police as an assassination. Arriving via boat for a business meeting in Ansberg, Cornwall is set upon assassins who killed him stone dead. The worried authorities worked in vain to trail the violent murderers who fled after a dangerous gun battle. Many of Cornwall's private guards or local lawmen took part in the furious exchange of hot lead. The identities of the evil murderers are still entirely unknown. Mr. Cornwall is building a significant presence in the area, having recently bought a stake in the local coal mine, which was previously exclusively operated by Jameson Mining Company. Indeed, he provided employment throughout the country, and it is entirely unthinkable why anyone would seek his death, as his business have put biscuits on the table and provisions in the larder for thousands of families. The most thorough investigation was made shortly after the commission of the crime, but officials could not produce evidence strong enough to prove motive for this awful killing of a fine American. Vanderlyn gang close to capture. Infamous killers will soon be captured. Authorities say they are close. Authorities in the Pinkerton Detective Agency say they are very close to having Dutch Vanderlyn and his gang in custody, and they should be lodged in jail by the end of the month. The gang was responsible for the infamous boat robbery in Blackwater and has left a trail of death and destruction wherever they pass. They have held up trains, stolen wagons and livestock, and even attempted to rob a bank. The gang of thieves is believed to be thinning in numbers, as internal squabbles and gunfights with the law have taken out several members. Army General praises troops, cites quick victory in Spanish-American War. General Edwin Forsyth praised a large assembly of troops in Washington, D.C. yesterday, citing their quick victory over the Spanish in as little as 10 weeks. He said there is no no larger might in the world than the United States Army and Navy. The Treaty of Paris stands as proof that no country dare challenge the United States. Our men fight strong and brave and for God and country. After the procession, reporters asked Mr. Forsyth about the recent problems with corrupt regiments, including those at West Ridge, some in Hawaii, and some argue Fort Wallace in our region. Forsyth indicated that there were extremely isolated incidents that occurred when decentralized regiments operate in remote areas. However, he said that the vast majority of men who serve the United States Army are honest and true. Weekly roundup, raccoon and possum hunting is a great sport for young boys. Theodore and Maud Hammond are better as of this writing after the wagon accident last month. Cecile, son of Mattie Hubert, is battling chills and billishness. Some boys up on a hill loaded up on mean corn whiskey and held a jubilee last week. On account of illness, Reverend T. Virgil Gosnell failed to meet his appointment to speak at a service of Emma Jean Minson. Electric lights are beginning to show up in cities across America. Mrs. Addie Neely and Beatrice Thacker, the gayest of friends, are back home after their theater tour of 2 sets of curtains. Flora, little daughter of Virginia Lamb, died Tuesday evening after contracting a sickness last month. She has gone to join her older sister Ruby, who passed 3 weeks prior. Lottie Van Pelt, who has been sick with malarial fever for quite some time, cannot expect to last much longer. Mrs. Blanche Gorman is the guest of Mrs. Mamie Boatwright this week. Money like water, New York becomes land of opulence, private balls around. New York is now one of the world's most opulent cities as titans of industry and manufacturing build vast mansions and hold fabulous balls to show their latest architectural prize. Expensive black carriages are on the parade each day between 4 and 5 p.m. as the wealthy have their coachmen drive them through the Central Park as astonished onlookers watch. Enormous stores taking over an entire city block have been erected, one having 125 departments for everything from toys to telegraphy. A facility for local gutter snipes and street Arabs have been opened by a local titan of industry. The hotels in New York have become lavish beyond description, with wives renting enormous suites for society parties. New York's wealthy social circles are truly in full swing, and the attending industries that serve their pleasure report record business. Truly, for those who can afford gold, this is a true golden age. Some, however, point at the brutal poverty that greets most immigrants just a few miles from these places in lower Manhattan. Remains of families found, reports of cannibalism. Man is the most predatory, indeed carnivorous of all the animals, but what drives men to revert to the uncivilized, savage state of cannibalism? That question is on the minds of investigators who have discovered human remnants in a cave near an abandoned wagon train in the Grizzlies, east of Lake Isabella. Teeth marks on the remains indicate that the cave dwellers resorted to eating each other, possibly in order to survive. Early reports say the remains are believed to be the Drennan and Harville families, whose wagon train disappeared in January 1896. Scientists are currently excavating the scene. New Railroad completed, our grand project. We already read this. The Art of Angling by Jeremy Gill, Northern Pike. Pike are the angry prince of most lakes and rivers. My favorite trophy pike was caught off the coast of Ireland, having already established a remarkable reputation upon returning to the tiny village with a 39-inch pike. The townspeople hallooed and escorted me to a delightful pub where a lovely girl sat on my lap and played the bodhran, singing a limerick about my angling skills as her mother cooked the fine fish into a meal shared with everyone. They even opened a church in my honor. If you plan on catching a northern pike, as they are called here, try a river lure when it is a bit dull outside. You know, I think of that delightful Irish maiden every time I fish the Grizzlies. All right, and that's the last article. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff we're doing, getting in the papers, it seems. But with that read, change an outfit, and we even got to see Mickey. Let's go ahead and save and head our way up to Rains Fall to see how we could help him out with everything going on, and maybe he could have something for us as well. This upcoming mission actually is a little bit special because it is a mission where you have the possibility of missing out on a trinket in it. So if you deny to help him out, then you will never be able to get that entry in the compendium, I'm pretty sure. And if you fail at a certain objective in it, you'll miss out on it then as well. So we are going to do our best to try to make sure we get it the first time, but we will be retrying it until we get that very reward so we can have a full compendium.
Real good. That's it.
I'm gonna save again just in case. You never know, I guess. You know?
Graves Falls, bolt of a white man.
Hello?
Come in. You don't sound very well.
I'm not. I think I'm dying.
And I hope you find peace.
I don't know too much about peace.
Apparently not. Did you have fun with my son, the impetuous prince? I believe you went on a raid with him.
I'm sorry.
I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king.
I don't know too many kings.
Colonel Favors, he has already exacted some measure of revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Yes. Sometimes the correct path, the bravest path, is the least obvious, and also the gentlest. I'm a great disappointment to my son.
Your son seems to want a war.
My son thinks there is glory in death. Maybe he's right, but for me, I saw death being handed out so freely by the most foolish of men. I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know.
I've killed a lot of people. For a whole lot of dumb reasons, and I ain't never seen much glory in it.
Well, your friend, Mr. Vanderlyn, he talks a lot. I don't know him, but my son is easily led.
I'm not sure I get you.
Well, perhaps we could go for a ride. I'm an old man. My whole life I have tried to bring peace.
But I ain't doing so good.
Then maybe you can take pity on my plight. Please, it won't take long. And maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course. Follow me.
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing. What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length. But regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
Sure, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can. I'm sorry to be forward, but there's so much to be done. Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Enjoy the ride.
See?
What's left of that bridge over there? I heard about it being destroyed. Do you know if that was also my son's doing?
No, I'm pretty sure he had nothing to do with that one.
Well, I fear they will find a way to blame it on us anyway. We'll continue on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you. See the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Yeah! Go on, get out of here!
Good. There was no need to harm them. Are you all right back there?
Sorry.
It's best we stay together now.
My bad.
Nice.
Yeah. We can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. Hurry up, Mr. Morgan. Come on. Let's stay together. So I was saying, we can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
So, we don't know each other too well, but I wanted to speak to you about your son. I was there on the raid to steal back those horses, and, well, you know something of Dutch, I think.
Yes, a little. Mostly from your friend Charles.
I don't know why Dutch is getting involved in your...
Sorry, hold up a moment. That'll have to wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here. This is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue on. So, what were you talking about before?
I don't know why Dutch is getting involved in your situation, and this ain't easy to say, but I just don't trust that he's got your son's best interests at heart.
So what can we do?
I don't rightly know. Charles and I just thought you should be aware. Maybe there's a way to stop things from getting any more out of control.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Let me give this some thought.
You know, I had a son once, years ago. Don't talk about him much.
Oh, what was his name?
Isaac. His mother, Eliza, was a waitress I met. When she got pregnant, she knew who I was, what my life was. I didn't want to promise nothing I couldn't keep, but I said I'd do right by them. Every few months, I'd stop by there for a few days. He was such a good kid. She was too, I guess. Just a kid, 19.
What happened?
I got there one day and saw two cross.
Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng. We can talk more about this later. This will combine well. Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these It tastes awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now.
Now, I was saying something. Oh, yeah. I got there one day and saw 2 crosses outside. I knew right away. Turned out some bastards had come through. Robbed them. And shot them dead. And offered $10. Hardened me. Feeling that kind of pain. But I know now that you don't get to live a bad life and have good things happen to you.
I think you're being hard on yourself.
Maybe. All I can do now is try and make some things right. I appreciate the herbs, but I think it's gonna take more than that. I saw a doctor and he says I'm in a pretty bad way.
I'm sorry to hear that.
This situation we're in, me, Dutch, and the others, I don't know how long I got, but some of them, they still got a chance to have a life. I just think if I could give them that, then maybe this ain't all for nothing.
I think there is much you can still do, Mr. Morgan. It's just up ahead. What's happened? No! It can't be. No! They destroyed everything! I need to find the Chanupa. Who would do this?
Someone who wanted to enrage you.
Help me look around, please. The Chanupa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here.
There's some whiskey here.
Who would do such a thing?
Sure looks like they was doing some drinking.
Animals.
Whiskey. Bastards are having a party up here.
I see no end to any of this. More over here. An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chanupa.
There's some logs here they must have used as kindling.
Quick, Mr. Morgan. There's someone down there. Do you have any binoculars? Oh, there they are. These brave men. Some of Colonel Favor's men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
Well, you got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved us here. They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they've broken each one. Now they've taken the last hope. Now my people are going to want a war. A war they can't win.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, get your Chinoopa, and no one will be any the wiser.
Would you do that?
Well, you can't go, they know why you'd come.
I don't have any money.
No, I don't need your money.
Please see if they have our sacred items. But try not to hurt anyone.
I'll try to ensure that they never even know I'm there, but actions don't always go the way you plan.
Alright, this is where we're probably going to have to restart a lot.
seem nice enough. An Indian? Sure looked like one. Come up near the Canadian border someplace.
Canada? They got Indians in Canada.
Tons of them. French folk, too.
No. Is France near Canada then?
No. France is near France. Well, it's in France. Indians is from here. Where are you from? Me? I'm Polish. From Milwaukee.
Hey, I heard something. Something's over here.
Ah, crap, crap. Hold on. Let's let them kill me.
Intruder. Stop it.
Damn it.
We got you from every angle. Take your hands off it.
Well, shit, what do I do? Because the whole thing is you want to be not detected.
Got guns trained over here.
Let's see. Let's retry checkpoint. Let's see where it takes us. Okay, good. This is a good spot. All right. Because I think the thing is that we need to not be detected. Like, that's an important detail.
What's that?
I wonder, is he asleep in there? No, he is not. He will for sure see us. And he's stuck. Oh, let's see what happens. He's gonna for sure see us, I know it. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep trying until eventually I get it. This is just one of those ones where I need to... I need to get it the first time or else we just miss out on something, so I'm just trying not to miss out on that. So I'll cut to when I get it, guys. It's gonna take a couple of tries, I'm certain of it. He didn't get up the last time. So it's just kind of weird that he got up that time and got stuck, you know?
Huh? What's that? Something's over here. We got an intruder.
Well, that's kind of
Take
annoying.
your hands off that. Heard something. We're gonna leave you with the dirt. Hey, I heard something. What's that? False alarm, nothing here.
I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. That's insane. There's no way that should have worked. Let's just say I think Red Dead isn't really like a stealth game, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay. Alright, just keep losing me the progress that I got. Yep, just keep doing that. Yep, uh-huh.
Huh?
Nope, you didn't hear anything. Come on, man. Come on, just let me climb up the fucking mountain, alright? I have no... Okay, I'm gonna take the long way around because obviously... Stop. 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 Okay. Gotta take the super duper long way around in order not to get caught. We're not gonna get gold, that's for sure. This mission is one of those missions that just is annoying for a dumb reason. You know what I mean? When you're trying to get 100%, you can miss out on something for the smallest misstep, and I don't like that. That's something I really don't like. And it's the fact that you can't go back and get it, at least to my understanding. I don't know if you can replay the mission and get it, but I highly doubt that, honestly. I've never done it yet, so who knows. Now we got a soldier up on the road as well. Wow. Covering their bases entirely, aren't they? But they technically have not spotted us. And I did not hurt anybody. And that is exactly what he wanted. Okay, I think we're in the clear. I think we're in the clear. Must have been the wind. Okay, I'm a little bit scared right now. I don't like that he's on that road. Kind of makes it hard getting around him. Okay, I think we got our way. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Definitely not a stealth game. This mission just is badly designed for stealth, even though they want you to be stealthy for the best reward. At least for me it is, because like those two soldiers are way too close to that, and they don't move, and like it's just way too tightly compacted. At least that's my opinion, but we eventually did it by luck and chance, I guess.
Please tell me you found it.
Here, I got your things, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
No one was killed.
Well done. Well done. I wish my son knew such restraint. My people owe you a great debt, and I'm giving you very little. But please, take this. We believe it to be sacred.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take those herbs I gave you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace within yourself.
He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. I would love to help him, or at least stop Dutch pushing his son to do something real stupid.
There we go, the owl feather trinket. Let's read about it. Permanently reduce health, stamina, and Deadeye core drain speed by 15%. And I think the only way you can get that is through that mission, so keep that in mind. Now that we got it, let me save to make sure that we don't have to go through that again. It took me a couple tries and it was being annoying, but we got it eventually, thank goodness. I think the gold stipulations for it is you gotta get it without being detected and in like a minute and a half, which obviously we did not. But that's fine, because that is something I don't mind retrying mission-wise, of course, you know. That's the kind of thing that's worth it. All right, next up that we have, let me see here, is the letter back at camp, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and head back to camp. We're going to read this letter. That's the next series of missions we're going to do. We're going to focus on that, and we're going to get 2 points of interest that I have purposely left until this part of the game, mostly because we will be going in the direction of where that mission is taking us anyway. You'll kind of see my point to it when we do it, for sure, I think.
Who goes there? Just me.
You can tell me later.
I don't want to die. Now, you fools want to die acting all disruptive like this. Now, this is Dutch's gang. Dutch's. And we follow him.
Sure. You saved me once. More than once. I've saved you. And now...
I'm sticking to my family.
These people ain't your family. Who are they?
Oh, you know what? You're an arrogant son of a bitch, John.
No. I won't let my child die because of Dutch. I can't. I love Dutch. But this is getting crazy. You know it.
Get your head straight, John.
Seems like sides are getting drawn.
And it ain't about us being disloyal.
I guess to someone like Javier, it is. Hey, hey. Look, I'm sorry. Guess I'm just tired.
I don't like it here either.
You doing okay? Considering?
Not as bad as it could be, I guess.
Not good, I suppose.
Dear sir, you were once very kind to Beau and myself, and it pains me to ask you to show us further kindness. But I have nowhere else to turn, and nobody else upon whom I can impose. I will, of course, pay you handsomely for your troubles. My family have turned quite mad and are threatening to send me away to stop my work, which they say is disgracing them. As if their history of absolute moral depravity, utter debauchery, and perpetual drunkenness did not disgrace them enough. I must escape, yet I am kept prisoner here. Can you help? Most days I am to be found at the cabins on the plantation. The main house and all it stood for are thankfully no more. Yours faithfully, Penelope Braithwaite.
Of course it ain't, but...
Me too. Me too.
Hey.
Remember what I said up at the bridge. When the time comes.
I will.
Because it's coming.
Morning.
Morning.
And it looks like we got ourselves a letter from Penelope. I know we missed out on just a couple of conversations, all that. I really wanted to hear the one between John and Javier. But now we're going to get directed to do this as a side mission. I think if we went through the yellow missions and didn't do these, then we'd miss out on them. And we miss out on a couple of specific things that can happen. But on the way there, we're going to stop here at Caligo Hall to see how the Greys are doing. And then we're going to come back here to pick up a couple items before we see Penelope herself.